Welcome back to Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth. Last time we did a special screening involving Makoto where I talked a lot about DC Comics for some reason. And now we're going to be doing one more special screening before heading back into Aigis, and this is one of the sooty film ones, so it is pretty important. We will be doing Beast Hunt eventually, don't worry. The new King of the Jungle. Emergency special screening. Emergency special screening. Trouble stirs in Jurassic Land. Defeat the new threat lurking in the land of dinosaurs. This is all your fault. So, in the first of these, Joker was supposed to be the focus, and yet Yu Narukami stole the show. In this one, Yu Narukami is the required character, but I'm gonna make somebody else steal the show. And hopefully I will continue this tradition for all of them. So yeah, this one is unlocked for completing 15 screenings. And as you can see, this one is numbered number 43, so anytime the regular screenings start approaching these numbers, because these ones are right at the end, you know the game is coming to a close, and the regular screenings are only barely at the 15 mark at this point. So we've still got quite a lot of this game left to go. I do like how these are a little bit more, there's more fanfare around these than the slay the enemy at the end of the dungeon requests from Q1. Those ones just felt a little bit arbitrary, just like, oh hey, there's a gold shadow at the end of this floor. I mean, technically it's kind of the same thing, but these ones are worked into the whole side quest subplot a little bit more. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I don't think I've actually mentioned this before, Elizabeth's outfit here. It's actually a reference to Persona 2. I think in one of the re-releases, there was a place called, like, the Climax Theater, which was a side mode they added, and one of the hosts of it wears exactly the same outfit that Elizabeth does. No, the screening said you, not me. Yeah, good thing that Yu Narukami is in a place that doesn't have English as its native language, otherwise he'd get so many jokes about his name. Hey, you! I mean you! So many potential who's on first jokes. Proverbial door number 2. Isn't that like the Montgomery Hall problem? Like it's like always switch because like, there's a logic to that. Now's not the time to be explaining the logic behind that puzzle. So, what we're going to be fighting is weak to fire and ice, and once again, I'm going to be going for a Link build here. But, I am going to be using Link build by way of Bestial Roar or Gear Mode Aigis. I can't quite get Shura Tensei on top of all that, because my Shura Tensei persona, they don't have fire or ice Link. I can put you in this row, though, for the Swordbreaker. See, having both you and Aigis in the same row kind of gives you physical and magical protection. Also, look how much bigger, like, the P3 wheel is compared to the other parties. Granted, Femsi is here, but still, like, I've always said that Persona 3 has a very big party by most standards. And because I am going for a Link setup, we are using Yosuke. I guess I can bring Mitsuru to see if the Unison skill pops. Plus, the enemy is weak to ice. And now I need a supporter, and you can hit weakness, heal, and you have decent luck for ailments, so I'll bring you. As for navigation, I want Encore here, so reset time. Okay, let's move. I haven't saved yet because there is a free save point on this floor. This music actually sounds new. Okay, let's go. Ah yes, like the other time, where Joker heavily relied on you. But in this case, the others are gonna be the ones helping here. Hopefully. I want to make sure that I set up Aigis as fully as possible for this. Because this here is the Lonely Manipulator. As I said earlier, it is weak to fire and ice, 20% weak, and it resists by 50% Cyan Nuke. Most of its ailments are heavily resisted or immune. It only has 25% vulnerability to sleep, 10% to confusion, poison, and hex, but it has full vulnerability to all binds, so I'm focusing more on binds than ailments here. What I'm focusing more is buffing up Aigis so she can really go to town. I should probably save my Navigator gauges for Encore, so let's go for Bestial Roar on you. You're gonna go for Leg Reaper to try and get the Agility Bind in. You're gonna go for Kunai backup. I guess you can start getting some weakness boosts, and then you can... See, I've got Troubadour Pin for Warrior Song. I should probably set that up at the same time that I set up Aigis' other buff, just to make managing everything with Encore much more easier. Of course, it's also got its own Bestial Roar going. I'm pretty sure if 2 people are Bestial Roar, they go in order of speed, which is going to be bad for Aigis. That Sukaja is going to be pointless if I get an Agility Bound. Of course, I actually have to get the Agility Bind going first. Okay, good, we got it, yeah. Sukaja is totally pointless now. So we have Bestial Roar going, and then now we're going to have the Warrior Song going. So now I've got attack buff and, So now I have Bestial Roar and Warrior Song up on Aigis, and now I need to activate Orgia mode. Just gotta keep her alive, though. This thing's accuracy is gonna be down due to Agility Bind. I mean, I guess I can go for Strength Bind, too. Let's see. I'm gonna go for the Brutal Slash right now. Yeah, the chance of Tentarafu actually working is pretty low. The problem is this thing has a few wind attacks, and my Resist Wind persona is on Aigis out of necessity here. I think Yosuke will just guard. Let's just Agilao, and then you can go for... Unfortunately, I only have Mucka Jam and not Strength Bind here. But I guess I can try and set up Mucka Jam, since right now I'm just focusing still on buffs. Okay, Orgia mode activate. Limiters released. So yeah, Aigis just had to survive until the next turn. And then we're going to be doing some crazy damage, hopefully. Yeah, Yosuke, save your Moipatsus for a little later. Okay, Magic Bind's going off. Oh, nice miss there. And yeah, she fully resists physical. And Supreme Strike. Now, I think we might be about to find out something. Yeah, that still triggers Kunai backup. I believe it still triggers Links as well. So right now, we have Warrior, we have 2 turns of those buffs up. We've got Orgia mode going. And now, Fire Strike Link, Brutal Slash. You oh, actually, no, oh, no, don't use Ice Strike Link, because that'll overwrite the Link. And then everyone else is just going to go for an attack. Okay, let's see how much damage this does. I have to make sure that I actually hit, which I do, because it is agility bound. So here's the first Link going off. 460 damage, just casual 460 damage out of that first Link. That's like basically, that's more than double Mitsuru's output, another 460. Okay, so the first hit of Brutal Strike goes off. Yeah, gotta remember that Kunai backup only works on attacks from your row, which is why Yosuke's on the more populous row right now. But we got the Kunai backup, and we got another Link going. Already this thing is down to less than 50% of its health. And yeah, already we're out of Links, so I'm not actually going to be able to show off whether or not the Supreme Strike at the end of the turn. Granted, it's not going to happen because you took damage, but still. But yeah, from watching speedruns, I am pretty sure that the extra strike from like those things that deliver an extra hit at the end of the turn if you're unharmed, that also triggers Links. And that's, like, the reason why I know that is because in speedruns, the main strat is to have somebody use a Link and then have everybody else use Heaven's Blade, which is, like, the endgame counterpart of that skill, and then all of the Heaven's Blade strikes go off and also trigger Links for, like, 1,000 Link damage every time. It's insane. Okay, we're actually starting this off. Okay, that's, like, maybe the most boring of all of the, Unison skills we've seen so far. Like, really, they just yell and attack the enemy. There's, like, nothing special to that at all. Which is kind of a shame, because you'd think that those two characters would have more cool stuff going on. But yeah, so... if it wasn't already clear, Aigis is broken. Okay, now here's the thing. Normally, this is really good. The problem is, eventually Mitsuru gets Salome's Kiss, and that does all 3 binds for only 1 slot. So I don't really want to spread my slots too thin. And I have Makajam on sub-personas, so I think I'm going to actually give this one up. Because I do like her having AoE ice damage. And we get another Growth Incense. Great! We did it! And once again, the hero with the special screening barely gets to do anything. Yeah, eventually I will show off just how insane P3 Hero or Makoto Yuki is at Link builds. But I wanted to show off the Orgia mode strat with Aigis there because, you know, it's hilarious. Just bear in mind that Shura Tensei would have done triple damage on top of all that. So if I also had Shura Tensei in the mix, that would have gone even faster. And we abominated the Sooty film. The new king of the jungle. Well, yeah. The new king of the jungle is a queen, and her name is Aigis, and she's also not organic. The robots have conquered the animals. Bad future achieved. Anyway. No, Theodore's already endured enough abuse for one play. No, he hasn't, I'm sorry, unfortunately. Because we're gonna be faced with a different Velvet Resident for our next fight, but before I do that, I think I'm gonna leave that until the end of the 3rd labyrinth. Just like I did for the Theodore fight. No telling who we're up against. Well, I know who we're up against, but I won't spoil it for all of you watching along. But let's just say that it won't be Theodore. And somehow Akihiko also leveled up out of that. I really like Mazio. Just especially when we're fighting, like, bunches of those robots that are weak to electricity. I mean, I don't really get a ton of use out of combo arts, though. Like, Rush Stance is kind of... interestingly, speedruns actually get rid of Rush Stance. Also, with that, we can fuse Black Frost, I believe that one unlocks. Yes, Black Frost. Though I think Black Frost is usually not of the Tyrant order of demons. Generally, King Frost is Tyrant. Okay, Jack Frost. Yeah, Pyro Jack is weirdly high level in this game. Oh, you have that. I think that's actually a unique skill to Black Frost. I want to say. Yeah, at the very least, Black Frost is the only one to learn that. And his skill card ability is Combo Arts Plus. He gets Critical Eye, Masakunda, Black Spot. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's, like, best, like, of the special quest unlock personas, but Icy Paradise backed by Mind Charge, Ice Boost, and Amp can be decent. Also, you know, P3 protagonist, buffing that could be insane. Can I actually get Pyrojack now? Doesn't look like it's up, it's in my list. Okay, Orthrus, Lenan Seed, and Ikusa. I don't really care that much about Lenan Seed, I think. The problem is, I want literally all 6 of the skills that are on Orthrus right now. There's not a lot I can afford to give up. Although, Double Link I, for a fee, can get back at any time via Yukijori or Sacrifice. So, if I pass Triple Link, and then do that, it'll be expensive, but I effectively have a better version of Cerberus that way. Still no accident. Yeah, so it costs 8,000 to summon her, and then another, effectively 18,000, so like 26,000 yen total just to get Double Link, but it's usually worth it. Well, that and a blank card, but like blank cards are barely even a resource at this point, let's be honest. And yeah, right now I don't care about Herculean Strike. No. Okay, he's still motivated. May as well keep using him then. And once more into the teleport maze. I was used to the music from the earlier floors. Wow. I was at first glad that they actually changed music, but now I'm like, actually I kind of miss the music of the first few floors. Well, we're back here without getting an encounter, but that's probably not going to last long. Oh, we stopped just before a cutscene. Nice. Is this question pertaining to individuality? Ah. Robots aren't supposed to be people. Robots are supposed to just serve our overlords who are already dead, so yes. Robots are meant to just have no personality and just stand around and do nothing. Aigis wa bokutachi no taisetsu na nakama da. Don't speak poorly of our nakama. That's like literally a quote from like one of the really overly literal One Piece fan subs. Yeah, Koromaru's a dog, and we still consider him a companion. I recognize the term as being an untranslatable term originating from One Piece that is not a generic Japanese word at all. Yeah, in a way, error's kind of like a slur in this world. And then, you know, granted for robots, that probably is like an equivalent. Like, you know, glitch, error, or like that kind of thing. I guess that's why Mavericks and Mega Man X are called irregulars in Japanese. I do like the localization of the term Maverick, like it kind of implies like a renegade against like, the laws of robotics, I suppose. And how, like, in Mega Man X, there are both Mavericks who are intentionally rebelling against the society, and there are also ones that have got a virus and have just gone, like, insane and just attacking everyone indiscriminately. And, like, it works for both definitions. Yeah, this is kind of interesting because, like, in the last labyrinth, we weren't really able to convince Yosuke Soros to get out of this mentality before the end, and that resulted in him being the boss fight of the dungeon. So, I guess the party's learning from their mistakes and trying to prevent Ribbon from going down that path. Granted, it helps that Ribbon is a cute robot, whereas Yosuke Soros was a weird dinosaur thing, so there's kind of a bit of a double standard there. Granted, though, like, I was just thinking about how that kind of pertains to, like, movies and stuff, and, you know, certain, you know, types of characters are more inclined to be treated sympathetically. That's why a lot of people like Gonzalez from Fire Emblem for kind of bucking that trend. But by the logic of the movies in this theater, though, characters like Ribbon are meant to be the villains of their stories. Yeah, see that? I could not help myself. No contractions. That's kind of how they localize Aigis' robotic speech. Ribbon has now learned the importance of Nakama. And I get an encounter immediately. Of course I do. Still haven't heard the original version of Light the Fire Up in the Night. The P3 version, I mean, sorry. I'm calling the original version even though it really isn't, just because of my first playthrough of that was the P3 route. Yeah, like you say route in, like, American English, but it's route in, like, UK English and Australian. I still always hear this part of the song as Like That Fox. Yeah, it's like the shining. It's like the shining stars that light the path whenever it's dark. But I keep hearing it as Like That Fox, like a fox that's lighting itself on fire. Probably because of like Delphox and stuff. The original Persona Q was kind of close to Pokemon X and Y coming out, I think. And now, well, we have to wait for Haru to, preferably not miss! Which she does. A lot. Okay, that's actually kind of nice that Teddy has a unique quote to you being in danger. Which does make sense. Nice, Kuma! I don't know why, there's just something just simple and elegant about that statement. Yeah, in Japanese, Yu is he's very much a person of few words. Like, his summoning quote there is just kakugo, which is just get ready. Or I'm ready. It can be a little ambiguous what it means. Oh, this skill. This skill. Higher damage if target is bound, but dispels bind. I don't like dispelling binds, if you couldn't tell. I haven't really used Dream Needle since the start of the game, but also, I mean, I guess there's no real harm in removing that for now, but I'll probably get rid of it eventually. It's kind of like that move Smelling Salts in Pokemon that is just, like, more powerful if the target is paralyzed, but cures paralysis. It's just like, why would you exactly want that? I mean, in Pokemon, the problem with moves like that is that, like, there are plenty of ways to get stronger power without needing to remove paralysis. Like, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of moves that have more power than that, just without that kind of condition. Then you've got Wake Up Slap as well. And, like, you gotta, you know, take the time to set up the status condition. Okay, now, I believe this teleporter is the one you want to take first. Okay, that's interesting. Triple Down can't hit an enemy in the back row, which implies it's not considered a quote-unquote gun skill in this game. Though it kind of should be, because it's a gun skill in Persona 5. And look at that, Haru redeemed herself. I shouldn't be speaking that badly of Haru, because I found out that Haru's actually part of the endgame speedrun party. I didn't expect that, but it's mostly, like the speedrunner explained it. The speedrunner, by the way, is Pink Pajamas, who does a lot of, like, SMT and Persona, like, Atlas runs in general. But basically, it's because of Axe Guard, and her naturally getting Heat Riser, and also naturally learning a severe tier physical skill. So yeah, like, she's not the main damage dealer in the party, but she's there as, like, basically everybody outside of the main party only exists just to provide extra link hits, and set up for the link hits. But yeah, she's considered one of the best for that job. Okay, we're up to light blue last time, so now we go dark blue. And then purple for the other one. But switching back to dark blue because we need to mark the destination tile. And I was right, so this area right here is just a dead end that leads to a chest. Often when you're exploring dungeons, it can be like, I think I may have actually gone into this before, but it's like, oh no, there's actually a, treasure spot here. But, like, it's always like a dilemma of, like, when there's a fork in the path, usually one of them leads to, there's still cryptocurrency here, except it's a terabyte blip coin instead of a gigabyte blip coin. But usually one path just leads to a dead end in a chest, and the other leads to actual progress, and it's, sometimes hard to tell which is which. Cursebane book. Well, thankfully Akechi's here. Oh, I have exactly 3 fire attackers, so I can actually take down everything. I'm gonna go for Makorga just because, okay, didn't attack Akechi with his curse weakness. Yeah, also, look at here, Teddy being the fastest in the party. I love Teddy in this game. You know, it's easy to, also there's Axe Guard. It's easy to underestimate Teddy just because, like, people like Aigis and, Makoto Yuki are so good, but he's not bad. Like, he's really, like, strong, especially compared to, like, I wonder if this is one of the biggest glow-ups of any party member in any RPG. I would say, like, Ha from Path of Radiance to Radiant Dawn's also another really big glow-up. Wait, hang on. I think... No, you had fire too. Nice, okay. It's also really funny because, like, before I was complaining about not having enough fire on my sub-personas, and then I overcompensated, and now everyone has fire. Are they all just going to explode to poison? Well, firstly, we got the Mighty Swing. Again, Axe Guard! It's like 20% doesn't seem like much, but when it's a 20% chance of completely nulling physical, that is very good. Yeah, again, man, if you would, he literally just says, Kikenda na, this is dangerous, and that's all. I guess refresh. Yeah, making use of Teddy being fast here, because I can get this free heal in before I end the fight. Get this other free heal in before I end the fight. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry to make fun of Akechi, but like, okay, yeah, I need to replace that skill very soon. That is not useful past the early game. No, at least I can pass down Frailty to stuff with that. There are a lot of nuke weak things in here. But yeah, I guess that's just kind of how it goes in Persona games sometimes, where it's just like, you know, you don't really have an element on a lot of Personas, and then you just try and, like, oh, that's kind of cool. Might want to save that for a fight, though. I mean, like, major boss fight, I mean. But, like, yeah, you just overcompensate for what you're missing on Personas, and now suddenly you have too many Personas with that element. Okay, so now, the purple teleporter. And that's going to lead us over here, so we're all the way down in this corner of the map. And from here, we can actually head straight north to open up a shortcut. So I was wrong last time when I thought that other shortcut was the last one on the floor. I mean, it is, but there is one before it. They really like giving me this setup. So I'm going to see what happens if I have Teddy go for the castle first instead of the tank. Oh, actually, Joker may have just lowered it low enough that, Haru actually kills it rather than gets the all-out attack. Okay, if I hold back on Joker, that sequence of moves would guarantee me the all-out finisher. So that's good to know. Well, assuming that nobody misses. But yeah, let's just open this up. Yeah, this is another one of those just run-around areas. Just 1/4 of the map left to go, and it's not actually, like, all that complicated. Like I said earlier, this is kind of baby's first teleporter maze, though it is still, like, it's still a, like, is this mid-game, or is this, like, I guess I can call this a late mid-game, since there's only one more floor left in the 3rd out of 4 dungeons? Oh, also totally new, hi there. Oh, it's Reach Out to the Truth! Yeah, I was like, wait, what is this song? But no, it's Reach Out to the Truth. The blue sigil, as Matthew Mercer would say, is weak to sigh and sleep. Oh, and paralysis. But we also have these annoying things. Oh, you use petrification. Okay, yeah. Remember when I said earlier, oh no, petrification is in this game. Well, yep, that's what that is. And did I just... I think I sold most of my status curing items, didn't I? Also, Joker was my status user, and I was relying on status to prevent the dice from exploding, so that could be bad. Granted, with more access to Agilao, I can more easily kill the dice before they blow up. I think that was literally like, oh no, somebody's been turned to stone, rather than somebody's been petrified, but... Do I have anything? Oh, I do have clarity bottles. Because I'm pretty sure that if I end the fight with somebody petrified, they don't get experience. Because, like, petrification effectively counts as being dead in all respects. Apart from being revivable by, like, revival beads. And I mean, you can still take damage, it's just like, I forget if this is one of those games where being petrified, like, dramatically increases your defense. This is definitely not one of those games where force or physical skills have a chance of instant killing anybody petrified. So okay, we're gonna find out how this affects things. Yeah, Joker didn't get anything from that. So, I probably should have used somebody boosted to do that. Oh, okay, well, Triple Down's like 1 higher than Twin Slash, I guess. And Mental Smash is the better version of Mind Strike. Lucky! Well, I guess Joker's not so lucky at the moment. Is he still... Yes, he's still petrified! Ailments that persist outside of battle are, they are, in general, quite painful. Although, wait a minute, couldn't... No, Yukio's no longer here. Wait, does Haru? No, Haru doesn't have Reader. Teddy doesn't have it either. Those two, I'm pretty sure, do get Reader in their home games. I say home game like this is Smash Bros or something, but I mean it kind of is by Persona logic. Yes, danger is lurking around every turn.
Hi.
You have fully recovered from not just that Orgia mode overheat, but several others so far. Oh yes, that was quite a surprise. What's Orgia mode? Oh, you've already witnessed its power. It was a blink and you miss it because the enemy just disintegrated. It's like, the thing about Orgia mode is that whenever I type like Orgia mode into like Google, or at least like a translator, the translation that it comes up with for like Greek is actually kind of really disturbing sounding. And I really hope that's not why it's called that. No, it's not quite as risky as Shura Tensei. Although granted, 3 turns of inactivity is pretty rough in some fights. Yes, Yosuke, the master of sarcasm, understands sarcasm when he hears it. Yeah. I wonder about that. I mean, if you've been based on somebody from our memories who has it, then you might have it too. And, you know, movies love big plot twists like that. Oh, yeah, that would be, yeah, all 3 of those are probably what would happen, but yeah, laser eyes. Aren't lasers a bit too kiddie? Akechi will remember that! Given that he's the one who uses laser guns and beam swords. Wait, you literally said started dancing crazy. Yeah, Persona, like, Atlas West loves referencing that meme. And now it's suddenly become a beauty pageant / flotilla, but let's not do see-through with Yukiko. As always, Mitsuru's the one who's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop this because everyone's getting too silly. Granted, Mitsuru herself is definitely not immune to silliness. Oh! Hi there. Yeah, I just noticed you. And that would explain why my map... So all the maps that I'm working off for my first playthrough don't have FOEs marked. In fact, there is a map icon for FOE. I often don't like using it because, like, the FOEs are marked on your map anyway, but here it helps because I don't have them marked on the maps that I have for my first playthrough, and so all I can see is just a, So all I can see on my map is just, like, a room in the middle of nowhere that requires a teleporter to get to it, so I'm just like, what's the point of that teleporter? Oh, maybe there's just a special screening in there or something. But no, actually it turns out that, you need that teleporter because that's how you get to the sentry to disarm it. Granted, at this level, I probably could take one of the FOE robots. Oh, you resist, physical, which means, this may be one of those games where you can't crit something if it resists physical. That is the case in a lot of Atlas games. I know that's the case in SMT5. Nice, got all the binds. Oh yeah, I've got bound arts. Do I really care about passing down triple down? I mean, I've got binds on other personas though, but I don't have disarm on a lot of things, so maybe I should get rid of triple down. Okay, I should probably head back soon and unload my supplies. It's just that I'm so close to the end of the floor, I feel like I may as well take care of it now. Yeah, so we got 2 teleporters here. One of them leads that sentry, and the other doesn't. And the one that doesn't just leads to an isolated room with a chest in it. And a bunch more squares for map completion. I almost forgot to heal. this is Balm of Life. Okay, yeah, Balm of Life is pretty good. Okay, we've got here Bless Bane. That's fine. I have Joker. Oh, wait. Oh, I got a follow-up from Naoto there, and I thought it was Prince Pinsir, but it was not. It was just a regular follow-up. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about fusing you. I want Prince Pinsir because it looks really cool, unlike the thing that I got, unlike the Makoto and Mitsuru one, which was incredibly disappointing. Okay, so now we walk back, step on this pink teleporter, which takes us directly to you. No, welcome back, Sir. Orpheus. Right, why was I calling you Cerberus? Cerberus can't be in this game because Koromaru is. So, no white one-headed Cerberus for us, even though it's still an alright design. I do prefer the multi-headed Cerberus, though. Okay, here's the Persona 3 version of this song. Well, that works. Another one of my favorites. Haru tends to not miss with her unison skills. I mean, I don't mean that in terms of, because unison skills can't miss in gameplay, I'm pretty sure, but I mean that in terms of, like, them looking cool. Okay, Yu's doing pretty well. I guess this is, like, the true, his true time to shine after he got his spotlight hijacked by Aigis in the special screening that was meant to be his time to shine. But now, we keep going, don't accidentally press forward. Because even though that robot looks like it's in sleep mode, it is very much not. And now we are down to orange as far as teleporter colors go. And from here, well, yeah, not quite yet, but almost. Yeah, now we can activate this shortcut, and we are pretty much done with this place. So there is an oddly wide area before the elevator. No petrify for you! Yes, I will go back shortly. Yeah, I'm not making Rise very happy at the moment because I'm going to be not going to the next floor. I am actually going to be using the Gobake more because, conveniently, the map chest is right near the start this time. And this one's kind of important. Oh! Okay. Well, just eat some popcorn. Yeah, that's weird because it's a key item. Like the way that this game works for key items is kind of interesting. Like, you need to have a free slot to accept them, but once you do, they don't go into your regular inventory. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is important because it unlocks Vivian's fusion, and as I will hopefully be showing next time, Vivian is a very good persona. So, that's the first Teleport Maze Hell done. I will see you all next time for the beginning of Teleport Maze Hell number 2! But fortunately the last Teleport Maze Hell in the game, because the later dungeons have even more annoying gimmicks. See you all then.